Hello guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating an apartment with the new pack. I would still consider it new. It came out 2 days ago, Paranormal Stuff Pack. So, and this is very eclectic because I asked you guys on one of the videos that I did before the pack was released actually. This is the first video that I'm releasing this week. We'll get into that later. I'll touch on that later. So first of all, I asked you guys in one of the other videos that I released before the pack was released actually, what kind of furniture style we're dealing with in this pack. Because I wasn't really sure. It's not something that I can recognize. It's not a style that I'm very used to, so I was very curious, and a lot of the responses actually said eclectic, which is not it's a decorating style, but it's not an interior style like that. I forgot the words right now. A design. It's not a design. It's more like a decorating style, if you get what I mean. Like it's an overall feel, but it's not. Separate items can't be eclectic because it's not a style on its own. But I still wanted to decorate something eclectic, so that's what we're doing today. I think I might have talked about what the style of the different pieces of furniture is in my last video, but in case you missed it, a lot of people said like Art Nouveau, 70s kind of inspired. A lot of people said Moroccan, some people said Bohemian. I feel like I'm mostly vibing with the 70s vibe, and also oh, there was another thing that was mentioned and I completely forgot. It's definitely a couple of styles that I'm not fully used to. So I'm having a lot of fun with the items though. I really love the vibe of them. I love the different colors, the swatches they come in, and I wanted to, for this apartment, to go for a little bit more of a toned down kind of color scheme, also because when everything is mismatchy, as it is an eclectic interior, by mismatchy I mean not the same style, it actually, so I've also brought in items from other packs for this, by the way, I should probably mention that. It makes it look more put together when it's all like following the same kind of color scheme, if you get what I mean. Because when you mix and match different styles, it could easily become a little bit just a little bit messy. So following the same color scheme will make everything look a little bit more put together. So today I am going for, at least here in the living room, I'm going for a little bit of yellow. As you can probably see, I matched the chairs with some of the pillows. I think there's a throw on that couch too that might be yellow, but I'm not really sure. However, those two match. They're not actually, there's also a white swatch of the chair. I just thought it would be fun to add a yellow swatch, just like a pop of color. And then I also added some blue. I love yellow and blue together whenever I want to go for a color scheme, like a color scheme with actual color in it, so it's not just neutrals. I tend to sway towards yellow and blue, but I was also very inspired by the I forgot what that's called. The hallway table. That's right there in front of the coffee table. It has a fancy word. It's like credenza or like za, whatever. Please don't correct me in the comments though. I appreciate it so much when you guys don't. It's just, I get a lot of corrections every time I mispronounce something, and it kind of bothers me a little bit, to be honest. Like, please just don't. But anyways, that table is super pretty, so I was kind of inspired by the colors on that, so I went for this lighter blue and the yellow, and yeah, I think everything looks very put together, very nice. Still love the new items. They're all beautiful. Can definitely be, I can see myself overusing them in the future, especially like the couch and the chairs. I don't know, they're so structured. There's a very nice texture on them. The colors are beautiful, but there's still like more toned down swatches. I think there's a black one too and a gray. Don't really remember. The white one is super pretty. I think there's two whites actually, because there's this one with the more colorful pillows and also blankets, and then there's another one which I think is a little bit more on the neutral kind of color scheme situation. So it has like more beige pillows and sandy colors to it. It's nice. I'll use it in the future. I just wanted there to be a little bit of color in this apartment. So anyways, I hope you guys will like it. It is only for 1 to 2 sims. There's a double bed. That is it. So you can have either a single sim here or a couple or 2 sims that are just very close and like to sleep next to each other. I'm not judging. Do your thing. And it is decorated in an apartment in Myshuno, Spice District. I've not really done this apartment for a long while, so I figured I would jump into this one again. So I don't think I've done it for like months and months and months. It's super small, very tiny, but I actually think it's one of the starter apartments when you get the game and you open it for the first time with a city living in it, this is definitely be one of the ones that are very affordable. However, when I decorate the apartments, they don't turn out very affordable because I just don't care about that. So just, have that in mind. But if you like this apartment now, it's available to you guys. So anyways, also the last 2 builds that I did with the new pack before the pack was released to everyone, those are up on the gallery now. So for those of you who have been asking about that, if you're watching this video and you're listening to the voiceover, go check the gallery. They're up there right now. I'll put them on Patreon as tray files. Later today, when I'm also putting this one on tray, I'll do it after this video has been uploaded. So they'll be there today, tonight, at some point, I promise. I also need to find time to eat because I haven't had time yet. So basically, just to tell you guys a little bit about my day, because we're in lockdown. I don't know if you guys know because I haven't mentioned that a couple of times maybe, but Denmark is in lockdown right now, not because our numbers are crazy bad or anything anymore. They weren't really like super bad, but there was a tendency, there was a trend. So they just said, okay, we're locking down, good, fine, I'm all good with that. However, we've been in lockdown for a month now, and it looks like we're continuing for a while. At least that's what I've heard the rumors say, so I'm not really sure, I don't know anything. But I think it's going to continue for a while. Again, not because our numbers are bad or anything like that, but I just feel like it's like they're stretching it out a little bit just to make sure that everything is fine here, basically. But because we've been in lockdown for a month now, I just really needed to get out of the apartment. So last week, I asked my mom if she would be up for a road trip to a plant shop 1.5 hours away from here, just to get out of the apartment. And she's also at home in her apartment all day, she goes for walks, but that's it. She's actually told me that she's running out of places to walk. She always goes to the same places, so she also needed to get out a little bit out of the city, just get a change of scenery. So she was like, yeah, let's do it. So I ended up ordering 5 plants from that plant shop. They're plants that I can't really come by here where I live for some reason, but they have them in this super small city 1.5 hours away from here. I don't know, I live in a bigger city than that, so I'm like, that's just kind of funny to me, but respect to you guys for having these plants up there. So we went there to pick up the 5 plants, went for a walk, and then we drove back again, but it was just nice to be away, It was just, I don't know, it was just nice to be out of the apartment. Even though you're stuck in a car, it's still better than just being in the apartment in the same surroundings all the time. Don't get me wrong, I love my apartment. I'm getting close to finishing putting all the furniture here, shelves and everything, but I still need decor, obviously, but I don't know. It's just nice to get a change of scenery, basically, is my point. So yeah, we went there and we drove back, and now I have 5 more plants, and I'm in a good mood because it was nice to just be out for a little bit. So if your country happens to be in lockdown, or if you're in voluntary isolation right now and you just need a change of scenery, I definitely could recommend just going for a road trip somewhere to a smaller city close by. It doesn't have to be 1.5 hours away from you, but to me, it just helped to just get out of the apartment, get out of the house, just different surroundings. I don't know how else to put it. It just really helped. So yeah. And if anybody's curious about the plants, by the way, I'll post them on my Instagram story tomorrow, so you can definitely check them out there. I know that there's a couple of plant nerds in my comments now and then, because, I don't know, you attract people with the same interests as you, I suppose. That kind of makes sense to me. So yeah, if you're interested in knowing which plants I got, I'll post them on my Instagram story tomorrow. I'll probably feature them in my little home story, whatever, home highlight on my page, whatever. I don't know how to talk Instagram. It's there, it'll be there tomorrow. But anyways, just if you guys are curious. Well, that's about it for me today. So I hope you all enjoy, or I hope you like this apartment. If you do, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Your high heels on, and I'm wearing my worn out jeans. What could go wrong? Sipping on a beer heart's racing when I'm with you. Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything